Hey, it's Carol Roth, and today we're talking about why the Founding Fathers hated paper money and loved gold and silver. This past July, as we celebrated the Founding Fathers declaring independence from Great Britain, our bank accounts were getting attacked. Inflation was once again on the rise, leading us to a double-digit increase in the cost of living over the past couple of years. It makes a good time to revisit our founders' wisdom related to money. Specifically, their distrust of paper and fiat money, and their faith in silver and gold. In addition to being the primary author of the Declaration of Independence, Thomas Jefferson believed in precious metals and had utter disdain for paper money, which today includes digital forms of paper or fiat currency. In 1788 correspondence, Jefferson spoke of the perils of paper money. He wrote, quote, "Paper is poverty," continuing, "It is only the ghost of money and not money itself." When it came to money, Jefferson also extolled the virtues of hard money assets, specifically gold and silver. In 1813 writings, Jefferson said, quote, "Specie is the most perfect medium because it will preserve its own level. Because having intrinsic and universal value, it can never die in our hands, and it is the surest resource of reliance in time of war." Specie is a term that means physical metal or bullion coins in circulation. Specie is meant to focus on gold and silver as hard assets as opposed to paper money. It's because specie, when thought of primarily as gold and silver coins of the time, has its value in its makeup, where paper is like credit, like an IOU or a goods and services claim. Paper money may be convertible into hard metals, commodities, or other items of value, representative currency, or perhaps it's backed by the, quote, faith in government, such as today's fiat money, but the medium of paper itself doesn't hold the value. This was quite a prescient thought. We have seen the erosion of the value of paper money by the Fed and government policy, something that accelerated once the paper money was decoupled from its gold standard. The debasement of our money has been utterly devastating in recent years, damaging Americans' wealth. This would be of no surprise to Jefferson, who also wrote to James Monroe, quote, "Experience has proved to us that a dollar of silver disappears for every dollar of paper emitted." Jefferson himself lived through the debasement of paper money that he warned against. An article in National Review noted that, quote, "During the Revolution, Virginia also issued paper money. Its unbearable lightness eventually made Madison and Washington wince, as their tenants paid for leased land with worthless currency." For his part, Virginia's devaluation left Jefferson on the losing end of a large bond transaction. He lived impecuniously for the rest of his life and died broke. In the U.S., as we have embraced paper, especially fiat paper, money hasn't been stable. My friend Steve Forbes often talks about money as a measure of value, the way that a scale measures weight or a clock measures time. Similarly, he points out, money measures the value of goods, services, and investments. But to be able to measure something, the measuring device needs to be fixed in value. So as the Fed's monetary policy, alongside other government policies, has manipulated the measurement and the purchasing power of each dollar, destroying almost 97% of the dollar's purchasing power since the Fed's inception in 1913, we have seen inflation rise. We've seen the price of gold rise against the dollar too. Jefferson wasn't the only founding father to have predicted this outcome. James Madison said, quote, "Paper money is unjust. It is unconstitutional, for it affects the rights of property as much as taking away equal value in land." The Founding Fathers were able to predict a whole array of issues that might conflict with personal freedoms. Currency that is controlled and manipulated is definitely in conflict with freedom. Heed the words of these visionaries and make sure you are hedged against financial tyranny. If you haven't had an opportunity to hedge your own portfolio, or maybe you haven't hedged enough, consider giving my friends at Goldline a call to help you. In fact, if you call Goldline at 800-319-9533 or visit goldline.com, they have a special offer right now. With every monster box of silver American Eagle coins you purchase, you're going to get a tube of silver Betsy Ross Freedom Rounds, which happen to be designed by me exclusively for Goldline, for free. That's 800-319-9533 or goldline.com. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness is the path that was set forth for us and that we need to protect. The Founding Fathers undertook many burdens in support of those ideals. Now it's time for you to support your own freedoms, wealth, and legacy. I'm Carol Roth for Goldline. I'll see you next time. The views and opinions expressed in this video are those of Carol Roth and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of Goldline or its parent company or affiliates. These views and opinions may have been previously disseminated in other media.